Hi everyone, and welcome to the Say As It Is with Pete podcast series. I'm Pete, your host, and each week I will bring you some frank and honest conversations covering various topics from learning and development, apprenticeships, funding, HR, strengths, recruitment, ESG, well-being, ED&I, employability, and much, much more. So let's get this week's episode underway and say as it is.
Hi everybody, and welcome to a special little episode of Say As It Is with Pete. Now, it is Pete, and it has been a while. Now, my last episode was back, I'm just thinking, in October, and that was looking at human resources as the theme. Now, we moved into November, and we have now moved into the glorious December and the run-up to Christmas. And if, like you, there is so much to do, you know it is crazy with not long to go, as the countdown is now beginning. And really, it's only this weekend and next, and then we are celebrating another Christmas and rolling into 2024, where it's going to be even more fun and interesting. The point of this little podcast is just to really apologise to my listeners, as I have been getting some emails to check in if I'm okay, and I am all right. Lots have been going on within my personal and work life, so unfortunately, the Say As It Is Pete podcast and bonus episodes and the Strengths Hidden Unleashed show has come to a grinding halt slightly, but do not fear, dear listeners, as it is all coming back with a vengeance. So as we flew through November, which with one blink it was suddenly December, there will be a very big bonus episode coming out. Now, I'm not sure if I will be doing that in one or two parts, but probably you will get probably part one or part two, or just one sole episode, which will be a bumper episode as we look at apprenticeships in the UK, which would have covered the beautiful November's episodes. And then as we hit December, December is the topic of ESG again, and there are some interesting elements that I will be looking at. So again, it is going to be a bumper episode on that, as I will be doing a special Christmas episode on Christmas Day as well, so stay tuned for that. But I just wanted to check in and say, hey, Pete's still here. And if you follow me on LinkedIn, you will know that I've put some posts out recently. But also, as we move into 2024 and come to an end with 2023, strengths is very key to me. And, as some of you know, I do have a side business called creativemind.zone that helps people unlock their strengths and see the hidden potential there are within them as individuals and as teams and even as leaders. And I'm having some interesting conversations around those topics as I do that in the background. But if you're ever interested in knowing what your strengths are, then all you have to do is reach out and ask. Now, obviously, I'm not just plugging that, but I also just want to say, please bear with me, and thank you for bearing with me over the last couple of weeks, why it has been quiet on the podcast front. So without any further ado, the episodes of Say As It Is with Pete and the Hidden Strengths Unleashed podcasts are coming back, and they will be in full swing. There may be a slight change to the schedule, where instead of every Monday, they may be bi-weekly or monthly. It just depends upon how busy I am within my normal day-to-day job, and it seems to be getting a little bit busy, but that's all good. I can probably still keep to a Monday, as I don't want to kind of break a routine. Now, there will also be some extra bonus episodes coming, as there are lots of things on the agenda, from the current immigration update in regards to how that's going to look with the new visa status, and my views and opinions on that, as we have a frank and honest conversation around that topic, as well as a episode around what we could have learned from the coronavirus pandemic. Now, surprisingly, it's going to take until 2026 for a final outcome from the government's investigation. Now, apparently there are certain stages and phases that the government are going through at the moment, or the hearing team are going through in the government to establish certain things and points. But actually, should it really take that long? No. I think we would have all realised what happened and what we needed to do. So I do have a bonus episode on that, as well as currently what's happened with the outcome of the coroner's report based on how Ofsted contributed to the unsightly and unforeseen tragic loss of life with a head teacher from them getting an inadequate grade. Now, I've already done an episode on this and posted it out on how I think Ofsted should take well-being into consideration. So if you haven't already listened to that, go back. It's in season 1 of the Say As It Is with Pete podcast series, so go and have a listen to that. But there will be an updated version on this, and if anyone wants to get involved in that conversation about Ofsted and the well-being and things, then please reach out to me. I'm more than happy to have those conversations. But next year the episodes are being written and scheduled, and there's quite a lot to go on, because as we go into the most amazing part of going into January, we will probably be looking a little bit into equality and diversity, but I'm just looking at the schedule now, and that's actually wrong. Equality and diversity is going to hit in March. So if you want to talk about ED&I, then please reach out to me. I absolutely love that. But there will be a bit on strengths in January. It's a new year, so new year, new you, right? So unlock those hidden strengths, and a little bit more information on strengths itself as we explore it even more. And then in February, we're going to be looking at recruitment. So if you're interested in to jump on about Strength Scope and have that conversation, or just have a general chat or exploratory conversation around strengths, then hey, reach out to me, Pete at creativemind.zone, and I'm happy to have that conversation and get you involved. And if you want to jump on about recruitment, whether it's in hospitality, whether it's in the corporate sector, whether it's in healthcare, social care, wherever it is, reach out and let's have a chat, because there's all forms of recruitment, from apprenticeship recruitment to in-house recruitment to agency recruitment to various other things. So always happy to explore those conversations. So without further of me rabbiting on, I just wanted to reach out to you all and say the Say As It Is with Pete podcast series has not gone anywhere, and nor has the Hidden Strengths Unleashed podcast series. My lovely co-host Will be picking those up soon, but just bear with us as we get ourselves back on track and catch up on some of these really key topics that I've been wanting to tackle and have those honest, frank conversations with. So remember, you can always go back and listen to this, as well as bonus episodes and previous episodes in season 1 and 2 of Say As It Is with Pete, via Apple Podcasts, Amazon, Spotify, and wherever you get your podcasts from, even via the rss.com website, where I host or push out these as well. But also you can find me on YouTube as well, because these are also hosted on YouTube. So remember, stay tuned, stay safe, keep warm, and there will be a conversation around the wonderful world of in that ESG element around the cost of electricity and energy. So watch out for that one, as I do have a few viewpoints on that. But until I release the next episode of Say As It Is with Pete, and my lovely co-host Will releases the next episode within the series of Hidden Strengths Unleashed, take it easy, and I shall speak or catch up with you soon.